All right, we'll do the next serve. I think you would probably hit the next one. Oh, no way! Get down, get down.
Lost the winner, probably.
Hello, everybody. This is Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, producer, Eric Heck on camera tonight on this cold but somewhat dry. It was raining a little bit earlier. The rain's been holding off as the Marauders from Ovid Elsie comes in at 6-2, looking to go 7-2. They've already assured a playoff spot, but a win would give them possibly a better seeding, possibly hosting. You never know. The Blue Devils coming in at 5-3 must win to guarantee a playoff spot so that they're not sitting on the edge of their seats come selection show Sunday night. Always a great time, selection show Sunday. At 5-4, they would be needing help, and that help would come from the amount of points they received by who they beat. The Blue Devils won the toss and elected to receive. They will be receiving from the north end. Ovid Elsie will be kicking from the south end. Last year, Ovid Elsie beat the Blue Devils by 9, and they have an excellent kicker who signed with Michigan State University already, and we will touch on him in a little bit. Well, welcome, Coach.
Howdy, howdy. Good to see you again. Looking forward to a great high school football game today. And we're going to see Richmond receive from the north end. Ovid Elsie lost the toss. The pick chose wrong for the coin toss, and we elected to go on offense first. So here we go.
Number 80, Jackson Thornton, sophomore, kicks it end over end. Goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Blue Devils can either back them out 5 or take the ball on the 35, is it?
Yeah, they tried a little chip us and maybe try to get behind our receiver there, I think. So I think our guys are ready for it. You can tell by the alignment.
So is their big kicker number 1? Evan Morris, senior, kicker, end, and defensive end.
Right.
Listed on their program, senior.
Right. Yeah, it looks like they're coming out in an odd front. They're in a 5-3.
Ovid Elsie in that maize, white and little blue, toss sweep. Montanari doesn't gain much, maybe a yard, pursued well by Ovid Elsie's outside linebackers. Bring up 2nd and 9 from the Blue Devil 36. So we have
this is interesting.
Single back. Drew Davis near side gives off stretch play to Montanari. stuffed well by the Blue Devils.
Right there.
I mean, Ovid Elsie.
They're completely manned up there on our outside wideouts. So with a free safety that time, and we're in one of our regular sets. This is not good. Oh boy. Looks like our starting senior right tackle is hurt again. It's
Collins, yeah, he banged up ankle all year.
Oh boy.
Working his way back. You hate to see that on the second play.
Yeah, he spit out his mouth guard too, so you know he's in some pain there. And this is surprising. They got call official timeout here to get him off the field. He's not completely off. So now we've got our freshman.
Yeah, this makes
right tackle.
That makes absolutely poor clock management there by the officials.
Sure it is.
It's like drag him off and let's get going. That's poor. Number 5, Brandon Shorman.
Just out of the reach. Nice toss.
Yeah, falls incomplete to Drew Davis. That'll bring up 4th and 9. So the Blue Devils not able to move it much on 2 passes or 2 runs and then a pass. So far, the Ovid Elsie looks pretty tough and pretty quick up front.
Yeah, they got interesting look there. It's a 5-3 with the safety up in the box. So it's more like a 5-3.
Barber back.
The back set is.
Jacob Ball to kick.
Well, not good.
Nice kicks. End over end. Barber's going to let it go. And it's going to roll dead at about the 17-yard line. So Ovid Elsie will take over.
Yeah.
Good kick, better roll. That's though we're Ovid Elsie. We're talking to Barber saying you got to run up and catch that. By not catching that, he cost his team probably 15, 20 yards.
And offensively, we got to get that edge man block because he came in scot-free and he laid out and almost got some fingers on that punt. Number 5 for the Marauders. Okay, now they come out and I was watching pregame. They're more of a double wing. They're slotted here, but they're more of a tight double wing team.
Like a Delaware
They're
or
on the jet.
Number 5.
To the left.
Gains of about 5. They're tackling them high there. Got to get a little bit lower. He was able to sneak through that hole on that jet sweep.
Now this is not good.
Number 5, Shane Loins.
We need to switch middle linebacker. Ball's got his helmet knocked off on that play, and they come to a quick wing flanker eye formation. They're going to crack and go toss sweep. No, they go fullback
inside trap. Sniffed out well by the Blue Devils. Number 51.
Danny McKernan.
Danny McKernan not fooled on the play. Number 3, the quarterback, Jacob Loins.
They're running a script. They're no huddle again, and their wing, double wing, and their splits are huge to the big field. This is going to be a boot pass. He got his
quarterback
foot tangled
almost
up.
fell. Nice job keeping his feet. He's got a wide open. Make gain of about 30, 25 from Loins.
Yeah, he's doing the drag route, and we were just a step behind him there. Liam Thompson for them.
Nice catch. He could have rushed that for 20 yards too. There was no contain.
And here's the next play. No huddle. They're lined up again, double wing, and they're not. This is an ace set, not a banjo. It's not a fullback. It's a tailback look.
Off tackle right. He's going to get about 3. You bring up. There's a late flag. See what this call is here. Sometimes that's either a face mask or a cheap shot.
Well, it could be Andrew Ball made the first pop and he made the tackle. It was a nice fill.
Waiting on the official here. Still waiting.
Dead ball foul.
Personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct against Ovid Elsie. We're not going to hear the number.
Well, it was number 58, I believe, is what he said. If I read lips well enough. At any rate, that's going to hurt them because it's kind of a drive killer right now. You don't want one of those.
Right. Blue Devils will take that. March them back 15 after a gain of 3.
Now we got a trips look here to big field left.
Yep.
And this will be interesting. The first time they've been in a spread look with
Jacob Loins shotgun. Nice snap. Good hands there. He's got a man. He overthrew him. Stelbosky, their
number two.
number two, had a step, but it was overthrown. Not bad coverage there by 14 of the Blue Devils. Bartolomucci, it'll bring up 3rd and 23 from their own 35-yard line.
As a defensive coach here, you're thinking screen, draw, maybe some kind of gimmick. It would be nice to run it early. Right now, you got to gain 20 yards. So,
yeah, not too many plays in the playbook to gain, that many. 23 yards or so.
Well, he just took a shot.
Yes, they did.
So you never know. This is
offset eye behind.
This is more like our
Loins, toss sweep near side.
Beautiful gainer.
He's got the edge. Oh, number 3, Boyd on the tackle. That was a touchdown saving tackle. He cut that up nicely.
21, Bryce Dolan for them. He was one of their captains, tri-captains taking the coin toss. 3 and 4 were the other captains at that time. And this is now they are huddling, and coach is sending a play with their quarterback.
Nice play there, nice run. Good instincts to cut up on that.
Now you got to make sure we're disciplined here. We don't jump off sides. There's no need. Just play offense.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the jet sweep on the opposite side.
Well, sure, this is a wing.
Or the toss sweep, ISO play. Quarterback's under pressure. He's got a man. That's going to be interference.
Going to be PI. Yeah. Gee.
He didn't look back. That's one of those underthrown balls that the receiver's trying to get back to, and the defensive back is definitely at a disadvantage there.
Yeah, what they did again, they ran the same boot pass they ran earlier in the first series. And again, he seemed to stumble a little bit and get his feet under him and just toss the ball out there. But it's going to be a first down for them, and they're going to have their first time over the 50-yard line here. Good field position. Richmond had a chance to stop them and on a 4th down play and get the ball back, but not this one. So you gotta.
So it's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down with 8 and 11 to go. Blue Devils on their first opening drive. They elected to receive, were stuffed after 3 plays, gained maybe a yard. Nice punt by Ball to Ovid Elsie. Ovid Elsie, 2 big plays, one being a toss sweep to the near side for 20 yards, and then now a 15-yard penalty.
Reverse. They faked the jet, and they gave it to the second wing across. That's a gain of 8.
He gained about 7 yards. It's going to be second, third Ball on the tackle. Tripped him up, saved probably not a touchdown, but a bigger gain.
I was watching them in pregame, and they run a lot of toss sweep with this and the jet. They call it what we call it too, by the way. The numbering system is the same. They'll go a 48 and a 49. They pull that front side guard, and this is a flanker double tight look.
Devendora Cora in motion. Fake the reverse.
Play.
Good job by the defense to stay home there and stay disciplined.
Yeah, they did a nice tackle by 4, Jackson Allen for
yep.
us, and 14, Matt Bartolomucci coming up and staying square and making the tackle. That was a little bit of a decoy motion there where they ran the reverse earlier, and that was just a fake handoff, and then the tailback gets the ball.
Right, and they didn't bite on that motion. So Loins here, double tight wing, jet sweep, 2, cuts it up nicely. He gains about 8 yards. We'll call it 9. Good for Ovid Elsie first down on the 10-yard or 15-yard line of the Blue Devils. So Ovid Elsie knocking on a door here early on their first drive with 6:43 to go, first quarter. In case you're joining us, Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, producer, and Eric Hack on camera. Double tight, 2 wing, single back behind Loins. Motion away. Tobolski Bryce
Found a crease to the right, off tackle to gain 3.
bring up 2nd and 7 from about the 12. We'll call it the 13. Boyd on the tackle. Number 3 there, their quarterback. He's a solid-looking athlete.
Yeah, he's not bad looking. Little short, muscular kind of guy.
Right.
All of the receivers are wearing running back numbers, so that's been causing some problems for me. Here's a eye set.
Loins.
Wing eye set.
Inside. Delayed trap.
Yeah, they ran a wing back counter, but it was an outside handoff. And or Lloyd Carr might call a sally, but it didn't have a deep enough sally to it, I guess.
That was Shane Loins on the carry, a junior. We're assuming Jacob Loins, a senior, at number 3 at quarterback.
Right.
So we got 3rd, and they might have lost a yard on that. 3rd, and we'll call it a short 8, long 7. We'll see what Jacob Loins does on this.
Wing eye left. He faked the ice. He's got 15 dragging. It's going to be short.
It's going to depend
nice
on.
catch.
It's going to depend on the spot. Look at that spot. They spotted it where they ended up tackling, not where
Nice
he caught
tackle. Yeah, LeDuc on the tackle there and Ball cleaning up. Boy, that's going to stop them short. Now we got a 4th and long 5 situation.
That Jacob Loins there on the quarterback, he does a nice job of hiding that ball on his fakes. Wouldn't be surprised to see if sooner or later if he doesn't.
Boy, they got an early whistle there. He's going to have to hurry to get this play out of the huddle and up off the line of scrimmage.
And surprised they're not kicking here.
Yep, the lineman's got his hand up.
Toss sweep. It was a good play earlier. Cuts back,
Beautiful
stuffed
hit.
nicely.
Ball again.
Yeah, it looks like 50, 40, 42, yes. Andrew Ball.
Running back was looking to make a cutback there, and then he
Sniffed
just
it out.
stuck him. And nice, solid hit. Now Richmond's ball.
Great defensive series for the Blue Devils. Big stop there. Ovid Elsie knocking on the door. Evan 1st and 10 from the 15. They only drive it to the 10.
Yeah, they had the ball pretty much the entire quarter, though, at 3:57.
Now, I'm surprised they didn't kick a field goal there with their All-American kicker.
Well,
ISO to Montanari.
they have their reasons why they ran what they did.
Montanari short gain on the play. Maybe he gains about 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6.
Right. They seem to be a little undersized on defense, and but they move real well.
So Shorman 5. Montanari behind him. Ball as a wing. 3-step drop. He's under pressure.
Boy.
8 and a fumble. Picks it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yep. Scoop and score.
I didn't see the ball on the
I
ground.
couldn't see it either, and I have binoculars in my eye.
Number 5 there, Shorman, was tackled immediately as the Blue Devil, or as Ovid Elsie linebacker shot the gap untouched.
There you go. I thought he was down, but I didn't see the whole play from our angle back and up here.
Well, he kind of had him. He kind of had him and had him by his jersey,
Right.
and kind of threw him sideways. And I think as he went sideways, he, must have dropped the ball or.
Well, we had not much of a rain. We had a sprinkle earlier, so it's a little damp out there.
Number 80, Jackson Thornton, the sophomore kicker. Kick is down, and it is barely
Line
through.
drive.
Yeah, that was not pretty. But when you see it on the scoreboard, Ovid Elsie 7, Blue Devils 0, with 3:17 to go in the first, you don't see an asterisk with the looks of the 7 in the box score. Kind of like that Texas Leaguer or that ground ball with eyes, you know. Those look like solid line drives in the paper when you're 3 for 3.
That's right.
So, well, the Blue Devils, you know, they have to answer. Their defense answered, stepped up, stopped the Marauders after a decent drive. That was, you know, they had one nice pass play on it, a couple toss sweeps for nice gains.
Sure.
They Marauders overcame a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, shot themselves in the foot, but then they marched back.
Yep.
And overcame it, which is hard to do in high school football sometimes.
Sure it is.
Blue Devils come up with a big stop, but then turn it over inside the 10, scoop and score, like you said, Coach. I'm more of a fall on it kind of guy, but I know a lot of guys are scoop and score.
Depends on who you got in there, and we'll say you got
personnel.
one stab at it, and you can't get on one stab, then you're going to just fall on it. If you know how to scoop it, then the next thing is possess it and score with it. So here we go.
Jackson Thornton here to
middle
kick.
Hash mark kick.
Looks like Allen and Drew Davis back for the Blue Devils. High end over end, fielded by Davis at about the 10.
He's got some room
He's
here to
got
the
some
right.
room and some speed. Nice cut.
He could be gone. He is.
89 did not contain.
He is gone.
He's going to be gone. Touchdown. Yeah, great moves. Awesome play, Drew Davis. I mean,
No flags.
no flags.
Count it.
And, you know, a couple nice jukes and a couple nice plays there by Drew. You know, you saw the lane, Coach. 3 Marauders had him pinned in. And number 89, you know, I don't like to single kids out, but number 89, Lewis Johnson.
He made the right decision to turn up the middle and then break it. If he would have kept coming towards our sideline, he probably would have got run out of bounds here. But he cut up inside, and then he had the eyes, the peripheral, whatever, to see that it was open to the right, and he broke it. And I called it before he ran it. It was there. We seem to be missing a lineman here, or a kicking tee, or something is going on. We hate to burn a. We're going to have to call timeout. We're missing a football, too. That was their football that we returned into the end zone, so that's partly the officials.
Ball boys are going to get chewed out out here.
Sure.
They're back here.
Well, I'll tell you what, you said so much about their kicker. We got a pretty good place kicker of our own. And this kid is money. Josh Barton. And it wasn't pretty either, but he just missed it. I thought it came inside the post.
Wide left. So, Ovid Elsie 7, Richmond 6 after a fantastic kick return by Drew Davis. The thing, again, you know, the defense there, they had him hemmed in, and the outside contained guy got a little too excited. Came too far in and let him get outside. You protect that outside, force him back in where your pursuit is coming from, and I probably wouldn't have returned it. You know, he would have had to at least break a tackle. So Blue Devils will take it. Drew Davis, excellent return, some good moves there, and like you said, he has some speed and wheels.
Well, we'll take it. Right now we're not lined up right. And we're missing a football again, it looks like.
Here's Drew Davis coming in. Drew's probably kicking. Trying to catch his breath first after running 90 yards. Got that ball in the 10. 90-yard touchdown return.
The Marauders are playing up. They're expecting some kind of a chip or pooch kick. You know, in the last few games, that's what we had been doing. But that was due to scouting report and things that we knew about our own BWAC league team. So they're very conservative here on their return. Their 2 deep guys are at the 25, 20-25.
Okay, here they go. They're spreading out after the Blue Devils spread out here.
Yeah, hopefully we're kicking the stuffing out of it, and then it ends up down there. And
kick it over their heads and put it in the end zone. Yeah, still that pooch kick.
They muffed it.
Oh,
they muffed it again.
He fumbled it. It's still on the ground.
Yeah,
Scramble
he got it back
for
up.
He got it back up originally, But
There's
then
some
it
digging underneath
moved
the
again.
pile, but they already determined that it's White's ball.
Yep, 2 got it. He fell on it. Logan Dabuski get it at about the 36-yard line. Yeah, I don't like to second guess, but we got a good boot there, and they're not real deep. I don't know why we don't try to kick that over their heads.
Well,
Or put it in
my choice.
Put it in the corner, because worst case scenario, it goes out of bounds and it's at the 35.
Here we go. We got a wing eye set with offset fullback.
Jake
Long
Loins,
motion.
toss sweep.
They run the 48 toss.
Gain of about 8 yards by Dolan. Nice looking back. He runs hard.
Right, again, he was one of their captains, game captains, and I don't know if he's one of the regular all-year captains. I know sometimes they pick a game captain per week, honorary captain situation. I know we have our captains, Eric Barr, is unable to play for the rest of the season, but he still goes out on the field for the coin toss. This is a double wing look here. To their sideline. 2nd
and 2, Jacob under center. Fake inside trap. We saw it a little earlier.
Oh, my.
5.
He's gone. Made a
Number
great
5.
cutback.
Boyd trying to tackle. Boyd saves another tackle. Gets him down at about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Marauders.
Now that's your wingback counter there.
Yes.
You know, you fake with 2 one way and the wingback comes underneath the other way, and they blocked it really well. But then it's the back. He made a great cut.
Yes, he did.
Back towards the way he came from, and there was room to run.
Yeah, he came off tackle and then cut upfield, and then he saw that green and he cut back against the grain, and nice run there by number 5, Shane Loins. Touchdown saving tackle by Boyd.
Yeah, but they're knocking on the door again.
Yep, 1st and goal from the 5.
They got wing eye left.
Wing left eye. ISO play, off tackle left, tripped up. 24, gain of about 3.
Their tailback, he's a load there, a junior.
Cooper Beard. That's a good football name.
Yeah, I knew you could appreciate that one.
That was one of our favorite plays in high school, the old ISO, and then you do the ISO, and then you do the pop pass when they don't respect the tight end.
Sure.
When they suck in on that ISO, you get 5-6 yards of crack and then run that tight end up the seam.
What they offset wing to the other side this time, and they run
Toss,
the 48.
sweep, Dolan. He cuts it up, and he's in. He's in.
Signal a touchdown.
That official on that far side is standing 2 yards inside the end zone and waited to call. That was a late call. Ovid Elsie answers Drew Davis's 90-yard touchdown return. Ovid Elsie 13, Devils 6, with 1:16 to go in the first. We'll see what Ovid Elsie has going here. A little.
Well, you got a situation there. My old coach, when I was in school, would say it's not a crime to get blocked; it's a crime to stay blocked.
Yes, exactly.
And we're not getting off the block there, and we should have a corner coming, firing up to the line of scrimmage there, and we're just not quite reading it. We're a little bit late.
Nice stat. Kick is up, and it is good. Ovid Elsie 14. That one looked a lot nicer than the first one. Ovid Elsie 14, Blue Devils 6, 1:16 to go. Very entertaining first quarter. Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, our producer, Eric Hack on camera. Check us out on our Richmond TV YouTube channel for all of Richmond's local events, from good old days to board meetings to Richmond Community School events to City Council. Jason Robbins, producer, does an excellent job. So, Blue Devils need to answer. Scoring so far on the kickoff return. Coach from Ovid Elsie coaching his kids up here to stay in their lanes and get off your blocks, like you said. because that last punt or kickoff return was blocked nicely by the Blue Devils, and Drew Davis sniffed it out well and saw the hole and hit it hard. But the offense of the Blue Devils, 3 and out and then a turnover and a scoop 6 touchdown, they need to answer.
Oh, I believe we will. We've only run a few plays.
Right.
And they've had the ball pretty much the entire first quarter here. We'll put something together here shortly.
Kick, low spiral, fielded by the up 24. You're gonna Gramso ran 40 to gain 2.
Well, but he didn't turn loose of the ball. That's always a good thing.
That is.
We'll take it. He didn't have a good firm grip on it.
You want to get a little north and south on that a little quicker, but like you said, you hung onto the ball, and it's the ball's on the 37, 38 yard line of the Blue Devils.
Okay, here we go.
Twins left. Eye behind Shorman. You got ball in front of. Is that Montanari?
Yeah, they're bringing 5. It's just a straight 5-2. The safety's up inside the tight end.
Nice fill initially by 25 on Montanari. 25, Liam Thompson.
Yeah.
And then the others, Desbosky finished. Well, that 5 and 3, Coach, aren't they daring you to pass?
Yeah, pretty much. They're showing man so far with every look. And the safety's up in the box, too. He's 8 yards.
Yeah. Here comes
no deeper than 10. There's a toss with a crack. Oh, my.
Number 5, quarter.
The corner, yeah. Wide corner. He came up real nice there.
Shane Loins.
That's how it's done right
Loss
there.
of probably 4. It'll bring up
about a 3rd and 10 still.
3rd and 10. The been impressed so far with Ovid Elsie's sideline to sideline quickness, filling the holes and the responsibilities. There was a
right. Yeah, they're quick. That's what I noticed right off the bat. Okay.
So that's the end of the first. Blue Devils 6, Ovid Elsie 14. Blue Devils have a 3rd and 10 coming up on their own 38. Keith Bartels, Coach Ham, Jason Robbins, our producer, Eric Hack on camera tonight. Ovid Elsie coming all the way from the Flint-Saginaw area.
Yeah, they're way up there, yeah.
Playing a tough league. New Lothrop, Montrose,
right.
Mount Morris.
They're kind of like our Crosswell, Lexington.
Yep.
2 small towns, and they love their football, and they've been in the state finals before, and they like to win, and they put it to us last year. A good football program, and this head coach Travis Long is a Central Michigan grad, and he was assistant coach to the guys when they were JV coach when they went to the state finals and lost to Muskegon Catholic Central. So, I mean, they know how to get there. And at any rate, this is a nice-looking team.
So we have Shorman eye behind him. Twins near side. Davis goes in motion away.
They blitzed first
they
time.
They blitz 25.
Oh, backside linebacker.
25. He was the one that chased down, I think, earlier, too, to cause that fumble.
That was a rough hit.
Liam Thompson.
Well, it's going to be a punt situation now. We want to get this outside guy blocked this time. We got to turn out. Noah's got to pick up the outside guy.
Yeah, it was a good punt last time, but they almost blocked it. Yep, ball picked it up nicely. Nice kick. Delbosky fumbled
it. We got a Richmond ball. Yes, we do.
Yes, I think Drew Davis got it. He sure did.
Number 4.
Was it?
It was Allen. recovers the fumble.
Yep,
Isn't that what the doctor ordered?
Jackson Allen. I always want to say Allen Jackson, but it's Jackson Allen.
But you don't want to rock the jukebox,
You
do
know,
you?
a little Chattahoochee.
Here we go.
So Blue Devils big turnover on the muffed punt by Ovid Elsie. Take it 1st and 10 from the Ovid Elsie 33. Drew Davis split near side.
Yep.
Shorman.
Pro Y, we got some fullback shuffle. We run the stretch.
Number
Played well.
78 ate it up on.
Yeah, he's just a
blocked.
down tackle. Somebody's got to block him and stay on the block there.
Devin Stringham.
Miscommunication between the guard and the tackle.
The
Who
junior.
picks him up? He's got to stay on the block. We made it look easy for him that time.
Yes. Loss of 7 on a stretch play. That was Mitchell Dabalier back. Good to see him back in action after
Yes,
getting
it is.
tweaked up a little bit this year.
I honestly didn't think he would be back.
Ball motion near side. Fake to Dabalier. Throws it.
A little short.
Number
they're gonna
5.
call PI.
Going to see who they call that on because I thought he did a nice job turning around. And if anything, I thought Drew Davis grabbed him.
Well, number 5's got a tough assignment. He's got to cover that boy all night.
Yeah, they call pass interference. Thought he looked back in time, but we'll see it on the camera. We'll definitely take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15-yarder.
That's a big one.
So it's going to bring up 2nd. I don't think that's an automatic 1st.
No, it's not automatic first.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2 from the 25-yard line.
That'll give their corners something to think about this time. You know, like I said, they're just playing man, and he's got no free safety help there. This will be a little bit different look for the Blue Devils. Davis this time is not a twin. He's going to be slotted, and I-backs. Officials are finishing their little conference down there.
Shorman got his boys up there waiting and ready to go. He's got Ball behind him. That's a fullback I'd like to run
down.
behind.
Yeah,
got
you
Mitchell
better know it.
Dabalier in the eye. I'd go fade again.
Oh,
Mitchell Dabalier gets a 1st down, takes it to about the 22-yard line.
I'm going to tell you what. You don't try the swim technique on them boys in nose guard, you're going to get popped like you just did. And real good blocking there that time at the point of attack by Luke Davis and Ethan Wyatt.
Blue Devils kind of hustling up here a little bit, quicker than normal, getting up to the line ready to go. We have twins near side.
They got a nose tilt that time.
Oh,
and
nice moving in there by Mitchell Dabalier.
Yeah, it is.
Voided a couple hits and gained another yard or two, gain of probably 4.
He doesn't look like the old Mitchell yet, but I tell you, he made a great step there because they had us guessed right, and he made some of those yards on his own. He made a nice little cut and slip move, and he got a little bit more than I had thought he was going to get.
Same formation, eye behind Shorman, off tackle right.
Keeps his feet running.
Yes, he was. He was hit initially by 82 behind the line of scrimmage, but kept his legs churning and ran through that tackle.
Right.
Showing some strength there. Nice run by Dabalier.
Again, we got to get our body across. We got to get that's just a 5-2 tackle.
Bring
We
up
got to get the block.
3rd and 5. Ball on about the 17-yard line of the Marauders. 8:50 to go. Shorman bringing the boys up again. Same formation. Shorman gives it fake to Mitchell. He's rolling left. And he runs out of bounds. No gain on the play. Maybe a yard. He's going to be right at about the 17-yard line, so it's going to be the same.
Yeah, D. Lyman came off the block again, and he was providing the pressure, and so we weren't able to complete that pass.
Be 4th and 6 from the 18. They did indeed lose a yard on that play. You know, this is in Barton's field goal territory.
He can hit from here, yeah. And it's the right hash, too. It's the correct hash, that is, the left hash. Right hash is pretty much hard to do.
And the wind's behind them.
Yep, that's true.
So we got almost trips to the right with ball in the stand-up slot position. Shorman in shotgun. Davis taking a slant route across. The throw caught.
We'll take that. Nice shot.
Nice pass. Shorman got outside to Jackson Allen. Nice catch by Jackson Allen. He's a good athlete.
Yeah, we're just playing basketball there. That's all that is.
Had a little give and go there. Blue Devils 1st and goal on the 8 of Ovid Elsie with 8:27 to go.
Well, that play doesn't happen without a good block from our tailback.
Yep, because the quarterback Shorman would have been on his back.
Yeah, I thought Mitch was going to miss the block there. Slot eye.
Toss sweep near size. Mitchell Dabalier cuts it back up. Nice run there by Dabalier, waiting and being patient. Cuts it up when he needed to. Fouled his blockers nicely. Gets down to about the 4. Gain of 4. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Again, that's great defense on their part.
String it out.
Their defensive end and their corner played it real nice. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Good handwork there in defense. Very well done.
High formation.
Slotted eye left.
Off tackle Dabalier. Churning those yards. He's going to be just short. It's going to be third. Gain of about 3. It's going to be third and about a yard.
Oh, I tell you that. You talk about a linebacker hitting the hole there. Wow. These guys, I'm impressed.
Nice hard run there by Mitchell. Hitting that hole and hitting it hard. Mitchell's got a tremendous work ethic. I'm surprised, like you said, that he came back after that injury. Dabalier behind. Twins in the slot. Toss sweep Dabalier. He's cutting it up. I'm not sure he got in. We'll wait.
Kids are signaling that he's in.
We'll wait on the. They're going to say he didn't get in. It's about a foot. 4th and goal from the foot. What do you quarterback sneak it here? That's what I would do.
Well, yeah, I would too. You don't want to give it to the fullback. I never liked that play.
Well, you don't want to let Ovid Elsie speed catch you here.
Right.
You got to go north and south as soon as possible, and I think that's quarterback. Depending on where they go here, when I played, I don't care what the coach would have called in right here.
Your splits are dictating it right now. I tell you.
I'll tell you right there. Just from here, I would have gone. I would have gone left if I was a quarterback, and he would have gotten in because there was nobody over the guard.
Right.
So 4th and goal from the 1. Blue Devils knocking on the door, trying to answer. Ovid Elsie 14, Blue Devils 6. With 6:06 to go in the quarter, good, big for momentum with what happens here. Ovid Elsie, if they stuff the Blue Devils, are going to be pretty pumped up, and if the Blue Devils pump it in or punch it in, momentum's going to be on their side again. Assuming they're going to go for 2. To try to tie it. I always think it's too early to start chasing points now, but
sure,
a lot of people do that. So Keith Bartels, Coach Ham, Jason Robbins on. He's our producer. Eric Hack on camera tonight. The rain is holding off. It's a beautiful night, beautiful fall night. A little bit of crisp in the air.
Okay, here we go.
So Shorman talking to his players. He's got Drew Davis left and his brother Shorman. I might have gotten away. Mitchell Dabalier gets in.
Untouched.
We might have gotten away with our fullback moving a little bit. I saw his butt wiggle a little bit. Sometimes they throw that false start on the fullback. Nice play. Good call. ISO right up the middle. Davalier following his blocks nicely.
You know, I can't see it. Linebackers have to be on the line of scrimmage in that case, and then
In that position, yeah, absolutely.
And then either that, or you're going to have some kind of a goal line look, which
Yeah,
they did not have.
I was surprised that they didn't go into a goal line D.
What are you going to run here for 2?
Well, he's running the same play,
Same idea.
and he's short.
Got it.
I think he's short.
You think his knee was down?
Yep.
It was close.
I think he's short. They're discussing. This crew has been horrible tonight. They're calling it no good. Davalier thinks he was in.
Well, his body made it in. I think his knee was down.
Yeah, I do too.
But from our vantage point, we can't really tell. We can't see it from. We don't have an angle. So
right. It's tough. But again, these officials are very slow on their calls tonight.
Well,
so what the Blue Devils should, get momentum there after that muffed punt by Ovid Elsie. They did what they were supposed to, take advantage of it and punch it in, make this a game. Ovid Elsie 14, Blue Devils 12, 6:03 to go. Well, if you're Ovid Elsie, you don't really change much, do you?
No, everything they've done so far has been working. Special teams are not quite there, in my opinion.
Right. Well, the thing I'd like to see here, Barr is still out, and, Collins went down today. Hopefully he's okay. But getting Davalier back and Montanari back and Barton back healthier, you'd like another crack at a North Branch.
Oh, absolutely.
That might be a playoff game. If we get this one, go 6-3.
Right.
You're going to be on the road at 6-3. You lose this one, you got to sit on the edge of your seats Friday and hope that you're one of the 5-4s getting in.
Right. Aiden Collins played the last series, so he's back in at right tackle.
Okay, might have gotten her taped up, might have tweaked it a little bit. Sometimes that's more of a scare than when you hear it pop and you feel it pop. And so Drew Davis to kick.
There's the whistle.
Loins back for Ovid Elsie. It's
beautiful kick.
Yep, that's what you want to do right there. Nice return there up to about the 31-yard line by Loins, taken down by 33 Boyk.
Tighten up a little bit here on D, and you noticed they're not trying to throw the ball.
No.
I mean, this is a run team, and they've done a nice job hitting a couple shallow routes. And, that's, to me, that's just playing catch basketball on a basketball court. This is a wing eye look here, double wing.
Yep, single back behind Loins. Speed option fake, inside trap sniffed out nicely by the Blue Devils.
Oh, my.
McKernan in on that. Luke Davis in on that tackle. Boyke as well.
Connor Cracchiolo.
Yep. Loss of 1 on the play, bring up 2nd and 11 from their own 30.
A lot of schools up there run this double wing offense. There's a lot of them that do, because there's a lot of misdirections involved. And this team is more of a straight-ahead team.
More misdirection here.
There's your Sally.
Sniffed out well by Andrew Ball. He's made some great plays tonight, reading it well. Daboski looked like he had some room, but Ball said not today. Gain of maybe 1.5. Bring up 3rd and 10. So we're going to see what they have dialed up here for passing probably. Last time, though, in this situation, they did a toss sweep.
Right. That's just a great football play there.
Yes, it is.
And I don't know if our guys are reading guards tonight, or if we're going to backfield flow. But now we're in more of a 5-2 look this time.
Single back behind Loins, 2, 5-step drop inside.
Ball again.
Yeah.
He switched at the last second to a Mike linebacker there in a 5-3 look, and he saw the back come out of the backfield, made a big hit.
Yes, it was.
Caught the ball.
Nice play by Ball. Woo. Again, the hit on Daboski, who made the catch. Clock ticking, 4 and 14. Blue Devils going to get it back down 2.
Yeah, that's the way it's done, boys, right? Just like that.
Ovid Elsie will receive the second half kick after the Blue Devils chose to receive on the first. The kick is
A little bit of pressure.
short but high, end over end, goes out of bounds. See where they spot it. See what the net
42.
gain is going to be about. Yep, you're right, about 42, 43 yard lines. So the Blue Devils take over a 3:48. I'm impressed with the Blue Devils. You know, a couple different momentum points went against their way tonight, and both times they responded. You know, they scoop and score. They responded. They're doing an excellent job.
And that's another thing I like, getting out of the huddle quick to start the series.
That delayed counter to Dabalier gains about 5. He's a tough runner in there. He looked like he tried to cut and got tackled awkward there. It looked kind of funny.
He's high. His center of gravity too high. You got to drop the shoulder down.
Yep.
I don't know if that was some kind of a jump step or something he was trying at the time. But
2nd and 6 from their own 47.
we're still
Zach
in this
Shorman near side.
slotted eye look again left.
Shorman coming this way. He's got nowhere to go.
I believe his knee was down.
Yep, they blew it dead. His knee was down. 78 coming in, causing pressure again.
We just were. It's not just one offensive lineman. It's a different guy. It seems like every
time it is. It's
Missed
like
the block.
Devin Stringham. Nice job there with the pressure. Shorman had to step up and didn't quite have his footing.
Well, those kids on the left side, they're doing well for them. 78, 24, 5. We're not getting a whole lot of yards in that side. We're hitting up the middle and running to the right.
So 3rd and 14 from the 39. 2 and 23 to go.
And again, this number 5's got the hard task of covering Shorman.
Yep, and you have twins this time. You have Shorman and Drew Davis. Offset eye.
They're showing a loose man look here, too.
He's going to roll this way. If he gets the shoulders square, there's a flag.
It's going to be holding.
It's going to be holding against the Blue Devils. Probably will be declined if you're Ovid Elsie. 3rd and 14 from the 39.
I believe that's what it is. Anytime it comes from right there. Right in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, they're declining. I'm not it's one of those situations. Do you want it to be, because that's a 10-yard penalty, do you want it to be 3rd and 24 or 4th and 14 and get the ball back?
Yeah, well.
I say you get the ball back.
You take the football. You still got a lot of time. Good field position, you're thinking. I believe that holding penalty was called on Connor Cracchiolo.
So we got Jacob Ball.
Spread look.
Harper, he almost got it again. 15 if he lays out there. Oh, what a bounce.
Beautiful bounce.
Nice bounce for Jacob Ball. He is a good kicker. It's about the 6-7 yard line as that ball bounced over. Let's see, Chandler Barber's head.
Beautiful.
15 there, almost got to Jacob Ball. Andrew Ball's younger brother, sophomore, tough kid.
Oh, he's an athlete too.
Yep. 15 though from Ovid Elsie, Justin Moore. If he lays out for that and learns the point to jump out, that layout point, he might have gotten that.
Yeah. Well, here we go. They're going to be in an open set this time with their wing. Their slot eye here, or double tight eye. The flankers coming in
Torrey in
long
motion, inside handoff. Sniffed out well by the Blue Devils, and guess who's there as well? Ball.
Right, Grahamto's on the bottom of the pile there, ankle biting.
Timeout Ovid Elsie, 2nd and probably 6 from the 10, 11-yard line.
I know that Kevin left me quite a lengthy voicemail. I'm shocked if he thought I was going to remember it all. But we are going to go back to the studio this halftime. I believe that there's going to be some interviews.
Well, the student section here, they're all decked out in pink and white, and this is the Cure for Cancer night, and the cheerleaders with the pink ribbons in their hair.
Yep, they always have a student body always comes up with some sort of a theme.
Great stuff. The kids have just a great time, and they never sit down. They stand the entire game, and they're rooting and all good stuff.
We are going to have our annual pink out on the 26th, Coach.
Yes.
We'll have
I don't think
the entire body in pink.
I don't believe last year's shirt's going to fit me too well.
Too big?
Some of that honeymoon food may have been a little too much. Double wing set.
And that's that. Oh, wow, what a pop. I think that was McKernan.
Yeah, he's a little bit high. Actually, it was Crack.
Yep.
The Kraken got a hold of him there.
Yep. Timeout by the Blue Devils on this one. Making it 3rd and 9 with 1:44 to go.
Sure, you want to get the football back with lots of ticks on the clock. This is it's something you always want to do, and I know we always did it when I was coaching varsity, and we would use the best clock management that we could think of. Sometimes that'll backfire on you though too. If your offense is not moving the ball too well.
Blue Devils stepping up big time here defensively tonight after a couple mishaps. The scoop and score, those quick change situations. Ovid Elsie driving the ball.
Well, I kind of feel like we're 1 for 1 in that regard. Yeah.
With our 90-yard Drew Davis kickoff return.
This should be a tie game going in at halftime, and
if
everything was right.
Missed extra point and then a missed 2-point conversion.
Now this is a different look. This is a wing offset eye look.
Yep.
This could be a
motion far side.
Pass play into the boundary.
Toss sweep.
48 toss. Beautiful.
Ball's on the ground. Pick. Scoop. Here's our own scoop score.
There we go. That was an easy one. Logan Boyd,
scoop score. Number 8 there was the Blue Devil with the hit. Matt Leduc laid the boom.
Yeah, he did.
And stuck it right in the shoulder.
I was trying to see who was on the bottom, but, he's not the biggest linebacker, but I'm telling you, he'll hit you.
Makes it Blue Devils 18, Ovid Elsie 14 with 1:38 to go. Ovid Elsie will get the ball here with 1:38 to go, but great turn of events. Blue Devils defense has stepped up.
It'll be interesting to see what play they run this time. We'd like to convert on this.
Now it's your advantage 2-1. 2-1.
All right, what do you got called? What'd your quarterback dial up?
Well, I would roll them out. Roll them out and throw a pass, but roll them out right, throw a pass. You got him.
This will be the bend route here because you got man coverage. See it? There it is. He's got him.
Nice. He had it. Number 5, nice defense. Shorman had it for a second, and then number 5 knocked it out of his hands. Great defense there.
Well, he had to do a 180, and then to get his fingers on it like that would have been a great catch.
Yep, Shane Loins did a nice job breaking it up. Great sportsmanship by both there.
Yeah, great
helping
effort.
Each other up.
And great effort. Well, I called that one again, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I always like that sprint run option,
Right. Well, they're playing inside shoulder, and he's got his hips. He's already committed. Yeah, that's the route I'd run too, sure.
Try maybe, I don't know if he has it in his playbook, but, have him do like an out in the back of the end zone and have your tight end do an out and then like a 5-yard out and then have your back sneak out and flood the goal line. And then as a quarterback, you can either pick one of them out that's open or tuck it and get in the end zone.
Yeah, yeah. You've been watching too much Michigan State football, I believe. And I think I know where you're going to be at 11:30 tomorrow morning.
Yes.
I'll at least have the radio on. But I won't be able to watch the start of the game.
So Drew Davis kicking here. Ovid Elsie to receive. Win behind Davis's back. Kicks it high and over in, but that one's going to go out of bounds.
Yep. Same spot every time.
That's, you know, what we said, you know, why not try it? If it stays in, great, and you can pin them back inside the 25-yard line. Worst case scenarios, you get it at the 35.
Right. Well, we're going to play defense here now.
So now the Blue Devils got to do what they've been doing, read their keys, stay home, get off blocks like you said, and not let Ovid Elsie get momentum here before halftime with 1:38 to go.
Well, they still have time to run the ball here.
Yep.
They're not going to be step back and 5-step throw.
Dolan filled nicely by Dabalier.
Yeah, he's just coming up from the safety position and on force. And I think there might have been some holding on our defensive end there, and that's what Boyke's telling the referee right now. He was about 5 yards in the backfield and still couldn't break free. But that's a good secondary play there. Great read.
The thing with that, though, is you got to watch out for a toss halfback pass. You're going to come up that quick.
Exactly. Well, we got burned on one of those just a few weeks ago, so we know all about that. Double wing look.
Motion away. Counter inside trap.
Now that was played real well by Boyke, holding, and then he come back down it hard inside and got a piece of the running back.
Ovid Elsie not in a hurry here with 36 seconds to go. They don't want to give the Blue Devils much more momentum here. They're going to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Well, this is the time where you run your hitch and trailer.
Yep, 18 and counting. Loins under center, eye behind him, flanker near side, inside trap. And he gains up 5. It'll be 4th and 5. Blue Devils calling timeout. I would too with 4 seconds. Make them botch the punt.
Andrew Ball again laying wood that first hit, and it was a hard hit, laying the lumber and bringing wood.
He's having an excellent game. He's a tough kid, pound for pound, one of the toughest.
4 seconds left. 4 seconds.
4 seconds. This is
4th and 5.
This is where you want one of those rugby-style kickers to run about 3 seconds and then kick it. But
right.
What? Oh, trouble with the snap.
Oh, you
and the ball is free.
You harken back again, don't you? Why are we in a spread look when
Jackson
has nobody back and they're all on the line of scrimmage?
Nobody back and spread formation and wow. And a timeout. You don't even call it timeout.
If they're ever going to beat them, though, it'll be tomorrow because they're just coming off the big win at Penn State.
Big win.
And it's hard to get the guys, but it shouldn't.
Not this week.
This is the big rival, in my opinion. This is the one they really want.
Yep.
So hopefully they can dial it up again.
So he is under center here. See what he does.
We got double tight flanker left, and he's going to air it out.
He's going to air it out. He's under pressure. He's just going to throw it away.
Pass. And that's intentional grounding, but that's going to end the half.
Yeah, the half can't end on a defensive penalty, but it can on an offensive penalty. That will be the end, because I believe the rule's defensive penalty, right, Coach?
Yeah, it's this is going to end the half. And he had 3 receivers routed that time. Both tight ends are running a streak. Flanker was running a streak, and he was looking for the one nearest us, our sideline.
Well, see there, you wonder why he didn't eat it.
Right.
I mean, the clock run out. You just eat it. Game, the half's over. So he should be waving his hand up in the air like that's the end of the half. Well, he's going over to his other official. So the one on the far side must be the one that knows everything.
Well, sometimes these official crews, they'll say, look, you're going to wear the white hat tonight. I'm tired of being ref week in, week out. It's your turn. And, they all work together. And these guys...
Oh, it's a thankless job.
It's just a thankless. It's just a wonderful thing too. The state MHSAA is always got the advertisement going. We need you to help out. We need more officials and take part.
So here goes intentional grounding.
Right.
Is he going to decline it? Then you get fourth down over again. Loss of down. One untimed down for the Blue Devils.
Oh, my.
Well, so you go the old Hail Mary here with Shorman to Davis and Zach Shorman.
Why not?
I thought that the one untimed down, I thought that the defensive, I'd kick a field goal here.
Worth a try.
You're up 4, and you take that back 3. It's a 40-yarder. Try it here.
Well, we know Josh Barton can hit from here.
Right.
And it's the hash mark we want, too. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's on the side you want. Ovid Elsie calls timeout.
I think that's their last.
Yep.
Going to make sure they're in the right secondary look, because that was not the right secondary look.
No.
Versus 3 left.
Boy, I don't know how you don't.
You're going to cover them with 2 guys? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you put 3 over there one-on-one, you have somebody over the top, and it's your tallest and best athlete. And put Herman Moore out there. Plant Herman Moore right at about the goal line. Nobody gets behind you and look for the ball.
Right. Well, let them throw it underneath. Come up and catch them.
Because the wind is coming.
Come up and tackle them.
It's blowing left to right on the field, so it's heading northeast. One untimed down. I'll have to check the rule on that. I thought it was defensive, but maybe because it was 4th down changes things. Bet you he wish he would have punted it now. Let's see here.
Well, this is illegal formation right here. We only got 6 on the line. Somebody get up on the line.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Allen's got to get up on the line. He really wasn't a split end just then.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
He held on to it.
Nice catch. Beautiful pass. He stepped up beautifully there and caught the ball. Saw him breaking on that post route. That's big. Blue Devils 24, Ovid Elsie 14. Now you start to second guess, why did you not punt the ball?
I'm telling you.
And you don't want to throw it away and ground it. You just get tackled, it's halftime.
Right.
That mistake led to 7 points.
Oh, boy. Well,
Barton's kick is down, and it is good. Blue Devils 25, Ovid Elsie 14. Big turn of events here in the last few minutes. Drew Davis having a fantastic ball game. 90-yard kick return, and nice touchdown catch there from Shorman. And Ovid Elsie's got to be going into the halftime here, scratching their heads on some decisions that they made there. Keith Bartels, Coach Ham, Jason Robbins, producer, Eric Hack on camera. We will be back after the halftime. We're looking for an exciting second half after a very exciting first half.
You're not kidding.
Good evening and welcome to Richmond High School for tonight's halftime performance. Taking the field is the 2018-2019 Richmond High School Marching Band, under the direction of Molly Shack and led by drum major senior Ray Morton and junior Bryce Remain. Color guard captains are seniors Maddie Rigoli and Cody Tomlinson. We would like to take a moment to recognize our departing senior class and thank them for their hard work and dedication throughout the years. Audience, please hold your applause until the end. Tyler Blish, Scott Kettle, Jonathan May, Ray Morton, Zachary Ray, Noah Ryan, Maddie Rigoli, Amali Stewart, and Cody Tomlinson. Congratulations to the class of 2019 on your fine accomplishments over the past 4 years. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may take the field for tonight's performance. Tonight's performance features music that inspires us to be great humans, keep going while times are tough, and just be the best we can. We begin our show with Journey's Don't Stop Believing, featuring mellophone soloist senior Jonathan May and trumpet soloist senior Tyler Blish. You may not think the Bee Gees to be known for their inspiration messages in their music, but the Richmond Marching Band would like to share with you the message of when times are tough, you do all you can to keep staying alive. conclude our 2018 marching band show, we performed the 2010 Katy Perry hit Firework, featuring senior color guard soloists Cody Tomlinson and Maddie Rigoli. Perry's message is empowering. You need to ignite the light and let yourself shine. Let's hear one more time for the Richmond Marching Band in the 2019 senior class for a memorable 4 years in the high school marching band. Congratulations, seniors and Richmond Marching Band.
Back after a very exciting first half. Blue Devils 25, Ovid Elsie 14. Strange play at the end. The Blue Devils was going to sack Ovid Elsie's quarterback. He threw the ball away. Time expired. They called intentional grounding. They marched off to 15 yards and did a no seconds.
0 seconds.
Untimed play. And Blue Devils threw a touchdown to Drew Davis. And now the officials are explaining to Coach Coker the rule. And I'm seeing what they're going to say here. Waiting to see if there is a change.
Well,
I can't believe they would make a change.
Right. Well, at any rate, I don't play golf, but I guess that's a mulligan. And Richmond will be kicking off to start the third quarter.
Oh.
Yeah. Here we go.
Take 7 off. The officials corrected their call.
Oh my.
So the officials corrected their call. The Blue Devil faithful here do not know the ruling yet, and they're going to see it.
And they're not going to be happy.
No, they're not. And they just did, and I don't think the Blue Devils recognize it yet.
I've never seen this before.
I haven't seen it before either. I mean, that is the correct call, but it should have been made on the field. That makes this crew that much more inept, in my opinion, and I hate to be harsh on officials, but that's a fundamental rule, and we called it right off the bat. Thankless job.
Yeah, it is.
But sometimes you get caught.
Well, there's been so many rule changes just in the last couple of years. It's hard to keep them all straight. And I believe we're kicking into the wind here, so this looks
Yes,
good
we are.
for the Marauders.
Now, how would you like to be the Blue Devils coming thinking you're 25-14 up?
Oh, boy.
There's a tough one.
Hayloft kick.
And it's fumbled.
And he booted it.
I think he got back on it, but we'll see.
We
I
got
can't
somebody on
tell.
the bottom. We have somebody on the bottom on the ball. It was between the guy's
They did
legs.
get it.
Recovered by Logan Boakey.
Excellent.
Yeah, the ball was caught. He landed on the ball. It was between his legs, and Boakey dove on top of it.
Another muffed. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag's going to be here. Again, this crew keeps
Dead ball foul, maybe.
This crew keeps stepping on their toes, and they're not marking anything. But I think maybe threw the flag instead of the beanbag.
That happens a lot.
Yep.
Otherwise he would signal that he's going to eat it.
Another strange twist of events. They're in that 5-3 again. And they're stuffed immediately by 7-8. You know what? That just shows you how strong Montanari. Flag on the play.
There sure is.
But that shows you how tough Montanari is, though, that they didn't take him down. There was 3 or 4 on him.
Yep, you're right. He's a load, and they run him backwards, but he didn't give up ground too quickly.
See who he's talking to here. I'm waiting for the signal. Again.
This will be on the offense. It's going to be illegal use of hands or block.
And if you're Ovid Elsie, you'd probably march them back, make it 1st and 20, depending on the call here. Face mask.
I thought he originally illegal face mask, and he pointed towards the offense.
Yes, he did. Only a 5 yard. See, here's another thing. They marched off 5 yards. There's no such rule.
Yeah,
everything's 15.
Oh, no, they're 5 and 15.
In high school?
Yeah, they're going to say that was not an intentional kind. It was just an inadvertent kind.
They're allowed that judgment?
They did add that rule. If you do it deliberately, it's 15.
When did they do that rule? Well, it's never deliberate.
Yes, it is. in the referee's eyes, it is. It can be a 5 or 15 variety. So we got a nice little break there.
1 and 6.
So be first and 6 off tackle. Noah again. He's tough.
Yeah, keeping the feet moving there. He took a big hit and he spun and he was moving his feet going backwards towards their end zone.
Now is that the same rule in college and pro? You can do a 5 and a 15.
That is for high school and college.
What about pro?
Good question about that. I don't watch pro football anymore.
Because wasn't at one point anything was a 15-yarder?
It was in high school forever, yes.
Okay, that changed recently?
Safety, yes.
So 10 and 42 to go, Blue Devils.
Same formation again.
Looking to take advantage of that.
Big fullback trap.
Ball with the carry takes it down to about the 24-yard line. So in case you just joined us, strange event. Ovid Elsie. Blue Devils scored on an untimed down at the end of the first half, but those 7 points were taken off the board because a half can in with a penalty by the defense, not the offense. So the play should have been over and dead. That was the end of the half. That's what we were saying. Blue Devils onside kick, kind of a pop-up kick.
Right. This is offset, I hear.
Muffed it, and Blue Devils on the march. Power ISO. Montanari bounces it outside.
Montanari getting it down. Looks like inside.
He gains about 5. Bring up 2nd and 5. So the Marauders get great news coming out of halftime, only down 4 instead of 11. The Blue Devils thought they were up 11, and you would have thought that would have been deflating for them, but getting the onside kick and moving the ball here.
I think our kids
get that momentum back.
Right.
That challenge. Behind Shorman. Inside trap the ball again. This time it's stiffed out.
Played well by 34.
No gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 5. You're looking at 4-down territory here.
Sure.
Well, I gotta tell you, Coach, I've never seen the officials come and change a call.
This is the first time I've ever seen one like that.
You know, after halftime, maybe I'm not sure it is a correctable call.
I don't know of a thing. I've never heard of a correctable call.
Right.
They already made their decision.
Right. Wrong or right, they made it.
We're I-twins again left. And we're running a little bit of a cross block to the open side. There it is again. We run the ISO again. And that linebacker filled again. So we might have used that play up. It's not going to work anymore.
Well, the other thing, too, there is Montanari's normally a tough, hard runner, and he was dancing there a little bit instead of hitting that hole and hitting it hard. He hits it hard, you know, he hits it right away and hits it hard, keeps his leg turning. He might gain 2 or 3, but waiting and jumping sideways, you lose your momentum and you lose your strength, and you give those linebackers the angle and the speed to take you down.
Right. Well, I think they closed the hole a little bit more on that particular play as well. And we've got the same look again offensively, except we're slotted up with a fullback.
So look for that.
Yeah, I thought we
Drop
had
back 78 screen, sniffed out well.
Again.
Drop the sticks, line guys. Ball's coming over there. You got to drop those sticks. You don't hate to see kids get hurt on those sticks.
For no gain on the player, little gain if any.
Ovid Elsie takes over on downs, so big defensive stop by the Marauders. Now the Blue Devil defense has to answer the challenge, thinking they had a 7-point lead or 11-point lead.
Right, here they come. They're going to go open left with a flanker, double tight eye.
Shane Loins, our side. Jacob Loins under center. ISO.
Oh, I think he ran into the feet of his lineman. And Chris Gramzo was able to meet him there at the line of scrimmage.
Short gain on the play. We'll call it 1, 2nd and 9 from the 20. Third quarter, 7:33 to go. See what Coach Travis Long has scripted for his second half drive here.
You know, we're back on our 4-4 look, and their double wing look again. Double tight, double wing.
Quarterback looks like he might be checked off into something. 5-step drop. Nice play over the middle.
Tight end crossing route.
Nice hit. He was down.
Fumbled again, but that was a heck of a hit.
Yes, it was.
By our safety.
Yes, it was. Was that Jackson Allen?
Right.
Bartolomucci.
Yes.
25, Liam Thompson was wide open in the middle. Nice pass and catch there by the quarterback.
Well, again, that's just it's a short pass. It's a tight end shallow is what we used to call it, and our guys got to be looking for him coming across. Double wing, double tight again. Great play.
Maybe a yard on the play by Dolan.
Boyke came off the block there real well and was able to get him around the ankles and trip him up.
So bring up 2nd and 9, maybe a short 8 or a long 8.
Right.
On their own 34, 6:41 to go.
34 is 2nd down and 9.
What an exciting, crazy first half. Some plays and second half starting off good, nothing but hard-hitting, excellent Friday night football under the lights.
It turned out to be a really good high school football game here.
In the booth with us is Ovid Elsie Radio, local broadcasting for this football game. Delboski, he keeps those legs pumping along, and he's going to be down at about the 40, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2.5. Delboski kind of, you hear that name, you think of Joe Bocci.
Delboski, yeah, that would have been a first down if it wasn't for number 42 again.
Andrew Ball.
Nice tackle. He's got to have at least 10 or 12 tackles by now.
Excellent game tonight. Excellent to see from that senior. He's worked so hard. Off-season workouts, got big, thick, and super nice kid. So here we go, 3rd and 3. We'll call it 2.5, 3 on the 40.
Yeah, they're
Split near side. Toss sweep. Oh, what a block. Can he get the corner? It's going to be close. He's got it.
That fullback just laid out our backer, didn't he?
Yes, he did. That was quite the hit. Marauder first down.
That's one of those where, is he coming to me? You come to him. You have to meet it.
Yes, you do.
You can't sit there and receive it. You gotta attack him. He came at you. You go at him.
And I believe I said this to you at our last broadcast.
Great block.
That, not blocking wise, but the great Walter Payton would hit the tackler before he'd get hit. He fakes, rolls right.
Boot pass. He's got
looking
nobody
across.
to throw to.
Oh, he was
no.
He was past the line of scrimmage.
Yes, and they got it.
Yep.
They got it.
They got it. They flagged it. He was a good 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Surprised he threw it because he would have gained 5-6 yards. He wouldn't have been touched.
The right tight end had wiggled free, and he was
Yep.
right at the 40.
You got to know where you're at.
And we had nobody covering him.
That's an error that your quarterbacks can't make.
Well, they're going to walk this one off and change the down marker.
Yep, it's a loss of down, correct?
Yep.
Yep, poor decision. Is that a 10-yarder?
Yeah, I believe
5-yarder.
I believe your son did that today in phys ed class, but I didn't flag him.
Past the line.
That was too good of a play.
Did he complete it?
Yes.
Okay. Who caught it?
I don't remember offhand. I just remember he was about a yard or two from where I had marked the line of scrimmage. There's no line of scrimmage. It's I tell the kids, my foot is the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And so, anyway, that was one of those LOS extended versions. So
yeah, he loves football. He's going to play next year in 7th grade.
Here we go. Now they're showing an ace look again, with double wing, double tights.
He tonight at halftime, it was great to see the numbers that Preston and Brandon are getting out for flag football.
Wasn't that fun?
That was excellent, and I wanted to sign Colton up for that, but he plays soccer on Saturdays, and that's what's keeping his field goal kicking foot together.
Right.
But he's going to play next year as a 7th grader, so.
That'd be fun. It's good to see all the kids involved that way.
So Jake Loins, 2nd and 13. He gets some yards here. Probably gained 10.
They ran a wing pick that time, I think, if that's what it's called. And the guy that comes in motion traps, and he just put Danny McKernan right on his tail. And it was a great block, and he didn't see it coming. And there was a nice hole there. They're third and short here, 3rd and 4, with a wing eye to the right. Toss sweep. They run 48 toss.
He lowered his shoulder, didn't he? It's going to be close.
Boundary. Well,
I think he's got it by about a half yard.
I know he's got it. I can see with my specs.
Out there brought down by number 51, Dan McKernan. Looks like it'll be enough for a Marauder first down. 1st and 10 Marauders.
They're keeping the drive alive.
Yes, they are.
Moving the chains.
It's a nice drive here, taking time off the clock, and just very nice drive, impressive.
They're running the football.
Well, you wonder what halftime adjustments they made. I mean, they came out and they were moving the ball quite well, and our coaches made some adjustments on the fly, and our defense ended that first half quite well, stuffing the Marauders and getting a scoop and score.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're going to be in a 4-4 the rest of the game. And these guys are not running so much motion.
Well, ball's on the ground.
It is on the ground,
Yeah,
but the center
was able to
recovered
get
it.
on it. Yeah.
No, 58's their tackle. He recovered it, not the center.
I think that's one of those situations where the center probably just didn't get it up to the quarterback.
Right.
Never the quarterback's ball, right?
Down a little more than 10.
Well, sometimes it is.
Yeah, I think he was. It actually looked like he was pulling out of there a little early. And ball didn't come with him, so.
Well, that's going to be second and down and 11. The play's in from the sideline.
Second and 11 from the 46th, third quarter, 3 minutes to go. Marauders on the march.
Oh, boy.
That same fake. This time
He's got somebody. Medium route.
Oh, he dropped it.
He did drop it.
He had it. Oh, they're calling it a catch.
They're calling it a catch. Nobody else in the crew was making motion. Everybody else was just standing there.
They're calling it a catch. We saw the ball. We saw the ball on the ground.
Well, it came loose, but
It
I think the player was out of bounds. Okay.
Unless the coach thought the official thought he caught it, got his feet in, and then the ground caused the fumble. But I thought you had to complete it through the process.
Yeah, here we go, 3rd and 2, wing eye again.
3rd and 2.
The tailback's closer to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback
to me,
keeps it.
Yeah, that tells you something different.
Yep.
Something different's up. If the fullback's up closer, the tailback's up close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's just for fumble recovery, in case there's a bad snap.
Right. Yep.
Or a fumble backwards when he tries to run a gap there. Gains about 5.
That's 5 too many, though.
Yes, 1st and 10. Very methodical drive by the Marauders.
Well, there's a natural hole when you're in a 4-4 like that, and they just run the quarterback up the bubble. Why not? Their flanker left this time.
Jake Loins gives it to 24. He gains probably 3. We'll call it 4. Be 2nd and 6 at about the 28.
Yeah, they ran ISO right, and LeDuc made a nice pop. McKernan had him wrapped up in the bottom. So that's pretty good defensive play there.
This hoping here that this Blue Devils bend but don't break as they get down here close to the red zone. They'll stiffen a little bit. 2nd and 7.
Double tight, flanker left.
Eye behind Loins. Another ISO. Nice tough run in there by Nolan. Still churning. Takes it down to the 20-yard line. Good for a 1st down. That was probably a gain of 10. 21. Tough running. Bryce Dolan. Well, Coach, they're not doing anything. They're moving away from that motion. They're moving away from that trickeration. It's not really trickeration, but that motion to set up other plays, and they're just going off tackle. Power ISOs. So what do you do to adjust?
Sometimes you could make a tackle adjustment or a line stunt can help, but your linebacker he's just got to meet the fullback at the line of scrimmage, and he didn't do it.
Motion
Long
near side.
motion.
Just when I say that, he's wide open in the end zone. It's going to be holding.
Great play in the secondary by
Drew Davis.
And
that ball was.
That was Allen.
Yeah,
it was Allen.
Oh yeah, Drew Davis is 2. Allen's 4.
He was able to knock the ball. It was.
It's going to be holding.
Mm-hmm.
But
That was one of the ones where
he underthrew him though.
Yeah, he did. It was a touchdown.
He throws that in the corner, and the wind was going perfect with the trajectory of that ball, and he underthrew him. Might have got a little happy feet, because of the.
It was a little bit different. They ran the boot to the side of the flanker motion, so he's going to fake the jet sweep, but he's booting in the same direction. They got an extra blocker there with the flanker, and that was intended for one guy, the right tight end, all the way.
Yep. 68, I think, was called for the hold. They'll bring up 1st and 23. Second time they've had 1st and 23, 1 and 33 to go, and counting 3rd quarter. A very fast 3rd quarter. Hand the ball off to 24. Too many on 1st down.
He ran it again. I'm telling you,
number 2 got his helmet knocked off.
That's the design play. They leave our tackle go there, and they're trapping with the wing back. He got his helmet knocked off his head. I'm sure that's how they run that play, because that time they were trapping Luke Davis and not McKernan. That's where the way that play's supposed to hit.
So a gain of probably 4.
That's a nice look.
Ball's on the 30.
Here we go.
45 seconds to go. Back to your double wing, single back behind Loins. Motion to Loins.
The fullback look. Fumble again. But he recovered his own, the wing back.
Sniffed out well. Fumble. Quarterback come up a little hurting on that. Great play for the Blue Devils. Bring up third. And
yeah, that time they tried to run the counter.
25 yards.
They ran a wing back counter with the wing goes in motion, becomes the fullback, and the two backs fake through the hole and then hand off to the wing, but it wasn't crisp handoff. So the result is a
That's the end of the third. Blue Devils 18, Ovid Elsie 14, no score. Both teams having the ball. Blue Devils having it once. This is Ovid Elsie's first time after that recovered muffed kick by Drew Davis, muffed by Ovid Elsie. Very quick first quarter or third quarter, unlike the first and second. Had all kinds of strange things. Great night for football. Great weather, some hard hitting out there. Both teams playing well at times, and both teams making some bad plays at times. But 3rd and 23 for the Marauders. You're looking at 4 downs here. Their stud kicker that signed with Michigan State is out. He had a knee brace on, so I saw him at halftime, and kids were talking to him and say, "Hey, you're going to be hanging out with Joe Bocci," and I mean that just shows you the influence of those type of guys. And but you're definitely 4 down territory here unless they do one of those quick punts to try to pin the Blue Devils deep. I'd be surprised to see the Blue Devils come back with Mitchell Davalier in this 4th quarter because he had some good successful runs in that 2nd quarter.
Right. This is going to be a fun final quarter. It's a great game, and I felt that it was going to be a great game all along. We're healthy again. Guys are playing well, and this is a great team here. And this is what Friday nights are about right here. And
absolutely. Playoffs on the line for the Blue Devils to be guaranteed.
Exactly. How bad do you want it? This is
you got shotgun here.
Yeah, this
by
is
a
different.
bad snap. And he
chased
falls
down.
on it.
Yep. But he wasn't going to get too far with Logan Boyke on his tail. My.
Yeah.
That's a big loss.
That's a shot in the foot right there. That's a loss.
Almost 20 yards.
Almost 20 yards. So they'll be punting here, and they'll be punting with a crosswind.
That's good. We're going to get some good field position here, hopefully.
Yeah.
And
you got LeDuc and Davis going back. So see what happens here.
Well, the BWAC League was looking pretty good non-conference tonight with Crosswell up on Goodrich 14-7 at halftime, and Yale was up 20-13 over Lutheran North. And, of course, we had the lead here. Oh, he kind of shanks it a little bit, didn't hit it solid. And it takes a Richmond bounce.
Yes, it does. And there's 2 that ran right by it. You're like, what are you doing? So the Blue Devils will take over on their own 35-yard line. Good field position to start. Blue Devils, we called it at the beginning of the game. They win, they're in. If they lose, they got to sit on the edge of their seats and hope to get at 504 based on points. If the BWAC teams win tonight, that should give them some bonus points of all the teams that win that they beat. What's Croswell's record?
Sure, I don't think they're 5-3. I don't
so if
think
they win, they're 6-3.
Yeah, I don't know if the playoff points are going to be enough this time
at
around.
5-4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're slot eye here. And Noah runs right over somebody. Man, they wrap up and tackle. They run their feet.
Yes, they do. No gain on the play. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 on the 35. So if Croswell wins and they're 6-3 and the Blue Devils win and they're 6-3, that could be a rematch.
It's possible, quite possible, yeah.
Depends which one has more points. Well, Blue Devils won, so I would assume they would have more points, but it depends on who you beat. Blue Devils win tonight, they'll get a lot of bonus points.
Sure is nice when you can get a home game for the playoffs, too. That's the nice thing.
Yeah.
Same formation, backfield set.
Toss sweep to Mitchell Dabalier. He shakes a tackle, keeps his feet going.
That time we had 2 fullbacks in with ball and play in the slot, so they're trying to make that play go.
That Dabalier, you know, he's shifty and he reads his blocks well.
Now he's got that neoprene sleeve on his left knee, and I'm sure he's not running 100%. Like we know he can, but he's moving the ball. He's a pretty good shifty runner. And this is the first time we've been in pro with offset eye, so this might be toss sweep.
3rd and 4, big play, ball fake, no pressure. Shorman has time. No, that's one of those plays where you got to set your feet. I can't tell from the angle here if
our tight end was doing just a 10 and out, and overthrew him just by a hair. And
yeah, it's one of your set your feet when it got away from him out in front of the receiver a little bit.
Well, Justin Schweiger went flat out, but it wasn't quite enough. It was the overthrown pass. We're going to have to
Jacob
punt.
Ball, he's a good kicker here. I would have my punter returner back a little further based on how this kid can kick.
This could be the Michigan State fake punt that I saw against Penn State. That was gorgeous. What a boot. What a punt. It's down to the 5. Inside the 5.
That's what I said. Ovid Elsie, I can't believe that they didn't have him back further.
You're right.
He kicked it over their head earlier, and I know it was by a bounce, but he's a good punter, and you had to have gotten that on film. You know, scouting film, at least a couple games. I mean, he can flat out punt. He's been unsung hero in a couple of their wins this year. I think he turned the momentum around in the Croswell game, pinned him back deep a couple times.
Sure, I think that one night he may have kicked or punted the school record.
Yeah, it was long.
That 70-plus punt, remember that?
Yep.
Here we go.
So here we go.
Is right.
Loins.
Double wing.
You know, it's hard for them to drive this length of the field without shooting themselves in the foot. We'll see. He gains about 4, being up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that was a wing eye, middle ice, short motion from the flanker, wing back.
The thing, you know, Ovid Elsie wants to do here is get at least a couple first downs and punt the ball. Of course, they want to score, but flip the field position.
I'm telling you, they've got wide splits across the board there, and trying to find a natural crease with this even front.
Double wing, single back behind Loins. Motion. It is that he cut it up nice that time. He's still going, still churning those feet. Gain of about 10. Take it to about the 17, 18-yard line.
That's a nice run.
Yes, it was. He didn't keep stretching it out. Lots of times kids will overstretch that and let the defense pursue, but he cut it up and had the angle. Cut it up before the defense could get the pursuit angle.
Well, they're still in good shape. Got a lot of time left on the clock.
Both teams have all their timeouts. 8 to go. Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins bringing you an exciting football game. Eric Hack on camera. Jet sweep this side. He cuts it up. 8 sheds his block nicely. Number 2.
It's Delboski again.
Delboski. Gain of about 7, bring up 2nd and 3. That's the same play they ran when they fumbled for the scoop and score. LeDuc was able to shed that block and come up and hit him. This time not quite quick enough. 7 and 30 to go. Marauders trying to go 7-2 and possibly host. Blue Devils trying to win to get in.
It's a double wing. Ace look again. When I say ace, we called the tailback the ace.
Yep.
We called the fullback the banjo. They might not have been set for a second there.
Yep,
and
there's
there
your
it
flag.
is.
It's going to be second and if they take it back, it's going to be second and about 8. Going to lose 5.
That's when they're in a double wing look, and then they want to jump and then set motion into the eye, and they were not set for a full second.
That play would have been a first down.
Illegal shift.
I was watching this umpire marching off the yards with his feet.
19-20-yard line.
Yeah, from the box, your coaching staff's got to watch them. Sometimes they'll make an error there too, to the opponent's favor, and it's just a
same formation. Second
honest
and 8.
mistake.
Drops back to pass.
He's in trouble. There's going to be a block in the back by the tight end. 15.
You know, block in the back, but number 15 was held and not allowed to get out on his route. Blue Devils get a break there, I think, because it is going to be block in the back. They're calling it a hold. It wasn't a hold. It was a block in the back, but nice, good. That's okay. So that's a spot foul.
Yeah, they've done it to themselves again, haven't they?
That's what we said. It's hard to drive 80, 90, 70 yards in high school football without making mistakes.
Second and long.
Second and about 16 from their own 11.
Time's a wasting. They're doing it the hard way.
Yep.
This is an open set here.
Still worry about that toss sweep pass.
Run.
Here comes ball.
They ran a curl wheel.
It was a draw. Out of bounds. He gains
over here around that 16, 17-yard line.
Gains about 4. And there's a flag.
Penalty on the play.
I'm not sure what the flag is on. Let's see what this is. The Marauders going backwards.
I think this is a dead ball. Somebody saying something insulting to somebody else, maybe something towards the referee. So we're waiting for the signal on this.
Yeah, still nothing on the signal. How about you signal it? He's still no signal to us, but they marched it off. This officiating crew is horrible.
Well,
and here he's finally going to do it.
A dead ball,
personal foul.
Personal foul on the eye. I didn't see it. An unsportsmanlike
conduct. Third down.
Well, Mama said there may be days like this.
Yes.
And,
this has been penalty after penalty after penalty. Ovid Elsie here after making a good stop. But it all starts with not having your punter back far enough.
Oh my, yes.
So 3rd and 21. Not sure they have a play in their playbook for 21.
Double tight flanker, offset eye. They run the counter. I think that was supposed to be counter tray. It was counter action in the backfield.
So now you got the punt team coming on. Blue Devils going to have excellent field position.
Question, do you go after the kicker punter here, or do you just want the ball?
Want the ball, play it safe.
Want the football.
There's 5:52 to go. We're going to get the ball inside inside the 50.
Right, his longest punt's been about 25 yards, right?
Yep.
So unless it gets up in the air in the wind.
Yep. Drew Davis is standing at about the 35-yard line.
We used to teach our kids one-step punt, and he does. He does just that. Get away from it. Richmond, get away from it.
Nice bounce. And rolls dead at about the 45-yard line of the Marauders. Now, that kicked that punter there with that pressure. You know, they got to learn how to act a little bit. You know, you keep that foot up a little bit and kind of hop into them and fall, and you try to get a gimme. A gimme. And sometimes the referees make the mistake and call it. A la the Big Ten championship when they called it against Michigan State, against Wisconsin. Guy didn't even touch him.
Sure. I think I remember seeing those. Not just from that school. We got this fullback heavy look here again.
Yep.
To the left.
Dabalier, top fake.
Wide open.
Davis wide open. Great call. Inside the 15-yard line. Fake.
We caught their cornerback napping, looking into the backfield, and all that was
thought the Blue Devils
a skinny flag. Actually, is what the route was.
Yeah.
He come hard to the inside like he's going to block him, and then he just released wide open.
Yeah, he got caught watching the backfield.
And then, of course, if you're Zachary, the ball can't get there fast enough when you're that wide open.
Sherman's up underneath now, gives it.
Keeps his feet going. He's going to be down to about the 2-yard line. Dabalier. It's going to be first and goal from the 2. That Dabalier's a good runner. He was almost tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, 78 come across the line and had him by one hand and had him for a loss, and he just broke free. That's huge.
Yes, it is. With 5 and 8 to go, up 4, punching one in here doesn't make it the game over, but it makes it a tougher battle for Ovid Elsie.
Oh, we're going to score on this. We're going to score on this. Our guys want this game.
Got Dabalier, ISO, scrum in the backfield, 34 to holding them, no gain on the play.
That's great play by their tackle. That's great play by the linebacker, filling. And they played that well defensively.
Well, here's where, if you're Coker, you got to talk to your kids, tell them to settle down a little bit. You don't need a penalty here.
You don't play referee. You get back in the huddle, and you don't make the arm gestures, and you shut your mouth.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up a cheap 15-yarder here. That killed the Marauders on their last drive.
Sure
did.
It
didn't work out for them.
Look what it got them. Exactly. Got to be smart.
So
it's that fullback heavy look again.
Yes,
we're slotted with an offset. You know where this ball's going, right?
Yep.
Oh no, he might be running it to big field.
He gets outside. Dabalier's quick. Oh, he's taken down. And there's a flag in the backfield.
There's going to be holding.
72 for the Blue Devils. Did he hold?
Don't know, but that outside linebacker's got some wheels. He's running right down.
Does. He run Dabalier down like
their
that.
Fullback, yeah, on offense when he's not playing D.
Well, if I'm the Marauders, and if it is against the Blue Devils, I march them back.
Right.
See what the call is. Okay, you can stop right there and give us the call. Holding, Blue Devils. Bring up second down, and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. They are marching it back. You definitely have to do that. Now, if you're the Blue Devils, you're looking for Shorman to Davis, and then on Ovid Elsie, their pass defense hasn't been very good tonight. But once again, the officials, it took them to figure out. I hate to keep harping on them, but not a very good night for them.
We're going to be in the pistol here.
3:53. Stop. Clock is stopped. Shorman shotgun.
Throwing to his brother again.
He's got him wide open. Zach Shorman, touchdown. Number 5, Loins fell. That was just a post corner.
Right.
Nice play, nice touch on the ball. We've said it before. They've made that play in the backyard quite a few times. 3:43 to go. Blue Devils 24. Ovid Elsie 14.
Yeah, when he broke the route, the corner just fell right down.
Barton on for the extra point. Snap, kick down, kick is up, and look good from here. It is good. Blue Devils 25, Ovid Elsie 14. 11-point ball game. That's where this half started. After they took the 7 points off and corrected their error call at the end of the half. This very interesting game tonight. Third quarter flew by with no score, and second quarter, or the fourth quarter here, Blue Devils taking advantage of Ovid Elsie going backwards 15, 20, 30 yards on their drive, getting the ball at their own 40, or at the Ovid Elsie 40, driving it down and scoring. Big play. I've been impressed tonight by the Blue Devils and their offensive play calling. Coker, he had perfect field position, didn't sit on it. They thought that he was going to run the ball. The corner came up, hit Drew Davis over, put it down to the 10-yard line. Everybody in the stadium everywhere is thinking he's going to run it and kind of sit on it, and he went for it on first down, and big play got him in the red zone.
Well, there's no need to get your daubers down. You're not out of this game if you're Ovid Elsie. There's a high out-of-bounds kick again.
I don't mind kicking it out of. I don't mind kicking it over that way, but I don't.
Well, again, we haven't watched film. I don't know who they've got
right back there.
Maybe they have a Drew Davis in the deep return position, and maybe they've had success this season with someone deep. I don't know, not too crazy about kicking the ball deep to those kind of kids either.
Oh, he's going to make them kick it again?
Yeah, they sure are.
So he must have a good kick return.
Well,
we'll see.
He wants this.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He keeps kicking it over there. Don't you? You see that fire official over there standing by the chain markers? Wouldn't you put 5 over there?
Number 5 is over there.
No, further. Just put him way over there.
If you want the ball in his hands?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's where he's going to kick it. You don't run. Right. You don't run him over there right now.
Got you.
You wait till they set up.
Yep. He's not going to kick it towards us to the left. Right foot. Ball's going to carry that way.
And I can't see what number this near side guy is, but you put him in the middle. He'll shade over that way a little bit if 5 goes way over. But you could move him right now.
Wouldn't hurt anything. Again, they're leaving the middle wide open, and I don't like this particular return anyway. There's a big boom. That's going to be a touchback.
Yep. That decision backfired on Ovid Elsie.
Sure did.
Drew Davis does have a good boot.
There's a kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. So now it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line.
Backed them up 5 yards, and they kicked it over their head. Took a good roll in the end zone. Automatic touchback. Drew Davis had a big game, big 90-yard touchdown return. What appeared to be a 30, 35-yard touchdown pass that was negated on the end time down. Blue Devils getting healthy with Dabalier and Montanari back.
You said it earlier, he's had a good game. Now they're in a Twins look here. Left.
He rolls left. He's got a man wide open. Ball's on the ground. I think he got it back.
He did recover it back. That was just a 5-yard quick out and got the ball. Man, that's been the story of this game for these people. They have not held on to the football very well.
No, they haven't. Credit the Blue Devils for sticking their hat in there, knocking that ball free. The scoop and score. The play of the game, though, to change momentum, I think, was the 90-yard touchdown return.
Right.
And then the scoop and score. That's 14 points off.
Well, right now,
big plays.
If it's me, I'm running the ball to the right if I'm going to be running it, and they're going to dial up the pass play again. That's a great play by a freshman linebacker. Just a great play.
Wesley Peters, freshman.
Nice.
Fast. You're going to hear the Peters name in years to come.
You betcha.
Flying out there making that play.
23-yard line.
Well, he's a wrestler. You're not going to get away from a wrestler. If he can get that close to you, get his hands on you, you're going down. I don't understand this, you know. They're going to try to throw all 4 downs, and then that's going to be the game.
Yep.
If you're Richmond, you just got to be patient. You know,
Yep,
you
keep
don't
'em
give
in
up
front
the
of
big play. Keep everything in front of you, inside in front of you. And so what, guys? If they score, right? If they score, they got to use the whole clock to do it. We still have enough points on the board. That's a nice,
Yeah, it was a nice play.
pass combination there.
A little skinny post look in there. 25.
Yep, they're in no huddle.
Liam
Look now.
Thompson.
No huddle. Hurry up.
Time is their enemy. Yeah, Twins far side, and he spikes it. Trying to hang out of those timeouts. They use one.
They have, to my count, they haven't used one yet.
They haven't?
They used all 3 in the first half.
After that spike, clocking it there. 1:56 to go. Blue Devils 21 or 25. Ovid Elsie 14. Exciting game. Blue Devils responding, needing the win for the playoffs. 3-step drop, little flare route. Yeah, you don't want to catch that.
That's a clock killer there.
Yep. 21 was like, tried to catch it. He's like, I didn't catch it, because you catch that, you're going to lose 20 seconds at least. And the 20 seconds are more important than a 1-yard loss. A little drum line trying to get the fans going here.
Single back, shotgun again.
Loins drops back. But
We got him.
ball's on
Fumble.
the ground. Blue Devils got it. And a flag.
Give the credit to Danny McKernan making
Now
the
what?
tackle, punching the ball loose from behind.
Now, what would that flag be?
I'm not sure.
I mean, everybody's jumping in to try to get to the ball. How could there?
Richmond's football. It's not going to matter now.
No, but I just don't understand that. What a flag. That
Looks like number 51, Dan McKernan, with a recovery.
This might be one of those unsportsmanlike types.
like, did he? It's going to be against Ovid Elsie. Is it personal foul?
Personal foul against the Marauders. Takes the ball down to the.
I think he said that
21-yard
was on number
line. First and 10, Richmond.
52. Their center. Don't know. I didn't see exactly what he did.
So was
If
it
he had
like
done
jumping on the pile late?
It could be, but this ball now it's starting to rain. The rain's just now coming in, and we're just going to be running time off the clock here. They'll be ripping and
Montanari.
stripping.
Well, Ovid Elsie calls timeout.
By Liam Thompson.
Well, here's a situation where you're a minute and 36 away from being playoff bound,
Timeout on the field.
and now you're not nervously watching Sunday night selection show. You're
Right.
looking with anticipation, knowing you're in the excitement of who you're going to play.
Sure,
And there's no better feeling.
it's a great feeling.
Having sat in many cafeterias and places watching that selection show, seeing what team, who you're going to play. And right now, though, you don't want any injuries. You don't.
That's correct. Well,
You know, you don't.
again, you got to keep the ball in bounds here. You want to run the clock out. You need everybody healthy. That's also something that's on their mind. You don't have to throw the ball in the end zone. You just want to kill the clock. And again, not have to run any plays if you don't have to. It looks right now like Crosswell Lexington's going to sneak in. They're 2 touchdowns up over Goodrich. Yale, if they do win, they got a slim chance of making it in. We got slot left with a regular receiver.
Inside trap the ball. Ball
what a man.
Still going. Whistle blew. I heard the whistle from here.
His forward progress was stopped there, and he had 2 hands on the ball, and he's running his feet, and they're ripping and stripping, and at any rate, and they're going to use a timeout there to stop the clock.
Motion was stopped at the 20-yard line.
Okay, so it's looking like with 1 and 24, we're going to get in.
Sure.
Minus a miracle here. So, have you looked at it at all? I mean, what's our regional or district? Sorry, looking like?
I have not taken a look at it.
So who's in that's our size around us? Elginak's not going to get in.
No, they're losing season.
3 and something. I wish we played Marysville again. We'd beat them
could
again.
get Marysville again.
No, they haven't.
They're 5 and 4. 4
Nah,
and 5.
I think they're 4 and 5 after tonight.
Yeah.
So then you got Croswell.
Right.
You said Yale might sneak in.
Well, they could sneak in with a 5 and 4 record.
So then
Lutheran North, were they 6 and 2 going into this one? So did they punch their ticket? Who else is there?
Well, and would they send us over? It depends on division. Would Elmont be 5 and we're 4?
Good question again. It's too hard to figure it out right now. I got to sit down and do the paperwork. Wow.
Nice hit in there.
What a load. There's unsportsmanlike on number 82.
Yep.
And what he had done at the end of the play, he shoved Aiden Collins in the back.
Yep.
Completely unnecessary. That's all it was. It's just a shove in the back. And he face planted and got up. And so anyway, they're right there, and they saw it. I saw it from way up here. So
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coker call a timeout, get us all his kids together after the couple cheap shots, and
not a bad idea.
Get them all together and say, hey, nothing unsportsmanlike into this game, not in the huddle, nothing, because you put next week in jeopardy.
Right, and the same thing they're saying on their sidelines. They all 4 coaches practically to the hash marks saying, guys, they're at least at the numbers. Guys, settle down.
Right.
Don't do anything stupid. You get tossed out of this game, you sit to.
Right.
You have to be smart here. And, we're knocking on the door again, but,
How many timeouts they used?
It's a first down, first and goal situation. They only have 2 left. I'm just sitting on the ball.
Yep, I'm taking a knee. He's not calling timeout here. Yep, there it is, victory formation.
Mm-hmm. This is the smart move.
Yep. I would agree 100%. Get out of here without any injuries. You don't need to score. You've won by 11. Big win. Excellent adjustments on the defense and offense. Like you said, we're punching our ticket. Rattle, get the kids together and tell them to, put your helmets on and not a word.
Not a word. Oh, we're still going to keep tight splits,
Yeah.
we're still going to pop up into a stance.
This will be the last snap. And that's the last snap of the game. Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin,
And that will be the end of the game.
Jason Robbins, our producer, Eric Hack on camera tonight. Beautiful night for football. Better night for the Blue Devils, punching their ticket. 2018 playoffs, 6-3. They make Ovid Elsie 6-3. Hard-fought game on both sides. Both sides had big plays. Both sides, I thought, hit real well. Besides some chippiness at the end, pretty clean game.
Yeah.
Fun to watch game. Good hitting game. It'd be interesting to see who we're going to play. You got
Thank you, Ovid Elsie,
Almont.
for making the trip down to Richmond.
You also have,
And to all and
Frankenmuth. Are you going to get kicked that far over to play a Frankenmuth? Are you going to play a Madison Heights team that's a class, Division 4B school? So, I'm not sure how they're doing, down south. Country Day, I know that they've come up here before. DePorus. It all depends on the region and how many teams have qualified. It's going to be an exciting selection show on Sunday night to see who the Blue Devils play. But the important thing is you're sitting there with excitement, seeing who you're going to play versus are we going to get in at 5-4. The Blue Devils answered the bell tonight and played phenomenal. Didn't have big penalties, didn't have big mistakes. Besides the one fumble scoop score for them. Defense responded, got them back in the game. Again, I think Jacob Ball in his punting, a difference maker tonight field position-wise. You can't stress enough.
Huge.
Special teams.
Right.
So Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, Eric Hack. Final thoughts, Coach?
Well, this is a good one, and I'm glad our guys played the way they did and got it done. This was their goal, to make it back in the playoffs again. I look for a rematch with Marysville, like you said.
I'd love it, but I don't think they're going to get in.
There's a possibility with that Crosswell or Yale replay too, And right now it's too close to call, and you have to really sit down with the results from tonight and do the numbers game. Figure out who's going to be in.
Yep.
And our guys, we're just glad for our guys that they made it in, because they've had to overcome a lot of adversity with the injuries in the midseason.
Yep.
You always want to be at full strength when you play the very best teams.
Yeah, I'd like a rematch against North Branch. I think that injuries definitely had an impact in that game.
We can beat that team.
Yes, we can.
We can beat
Almont, I'm not sure. So,
Almont's tough.
Yep. Keith Bartels, Coach Ham signing off. Go Blue, and tomorrow go
green, go white.
Go white.
Yeah, baby.